I still try to keep him alive. And one way I do that is by thinking about the Nintendo World Championships. Let me tell you, there was not an event like the Nintendo World Championships. Before online gaming, before Xbox, before PlayStation, there was Nintendo and also Sega, but mainly Nintendo. And in 1990, they released the Nintendo World Championships, which was a sprawling competition throughout the United States, even though it's called the World Championships, where a number of cities were selected to house this competition. Detroit, Michigan, again, right here, was one of those places. And I begged my dad to take me and my best friend down there because we couldn't drive yet. So Dad took me, my best friend Chris, and my brother Jeff down to Cobo Arena in Detroit, Michigan. And we had to play 3 games and score well enough on those 3 games to move on to the next round. They were Super Mario Brothers, Rad Racer, Tetris. So we practiced for weeks and weeks and weeks. Day came, we paid our $5 admission. Chris made it the first time. I did not. I got a little nervous during the Rad Racer part. I was never good at driving games. But I was determined to make it. So I fueled up on some Little Caesar pizza and some pop, and I started strategizing. And I told myself, I'm going to leave it all on the floor. I'm going to push through. I'm going to make it. I know it. So time came. It was my time to pay the $5. And when I got up to that console, I was full of pizza and pop and ambition. I was ready to leave it all on the floor. And I did. And on the joystick, and on the controllers, and on the screen, and on the people next to me, I threw up in front of 1,000 people. The next few minutes were a little fuzzy. But what I was told was that immediately after I got sick, my dad pushed some people aside, picked me up, fireman carried me to the second floor of the Cobo Arena where there's a bathroom. And he washed me off, cleaned me up. Never did he complain about getting puke on his shirt. Never did he bemoan the fact that he was embarrassed because his kid threw up in front of 1,000 people. He only had one concern, that his kid was safe, that his kid was all right. That is the legacy I'm helping grow. People may not meet Frank Gordon, but they will know his legacy by the way I treat people, by the way I parent my kids, and I help my students. And that's what we need to do. We need to take those seeds that people planted in us with their memories and then help them flourish so people stay alive in those deeds that you do to make the world a better place.